internet gave music freedom, and the internet is still in the process of liberating music. It's a free for all. I think I want my family back. What's up, everybody? My name is Semeria. I am your host. This is the Free Woman Podcast. I love music. I've always loved music my whole life, and I just want to talk about music with music people, you know what I'm saying? People that love music, and you know, there's a lot of casual listeners out there as well. I want to try to put them on too and just like open their minds up to like more in-depth discussions about music. The more discussions that we have about music that are fun and in-depth and like interesting, it will pique the interest of people who are casual listeners. What first got you into music? That's a trick question for me. Music has always been in my life. There wasn't a point in my life where like I was just all of a sudden into music. Music was always there. I've always been singing. I guess, you know, if I can get all spiritual and woo on y'all, I would have to say music probably started for me like with my dad. Even my mom, you know, she has a beautiful voice as well. But my dad, he used to perform a lot. He was a singer. He would sing at his parents' church. And he was known for his beautiful voice and his music abilities. So I feel like it probably came from him. He definitely probably passed that down to me, as well as other ancestors in my family. I was having a conversation with my uncle Isaiah once, and he told me like he said his grandma, so I'm assuming he was speaking of my great grandma. And he was just basically saying how, like, you know, she also sung in the church and she, you know, tear it down. And her voice is so powerful. And yeah, so I think that's something that's just always been in my family on both sides. And I was always meant to do it. Who inspired you to make music? For me, definitely a lot of Semeria in my childhood. A lot of Destiny's Child, a lot of Beyonce, a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of Janet Jackson, a lot of Prince, gospel music, so Mary, even like the Tyler Perry plays, like those are some hit songs in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like Tyler got hits, y'all don't even know, you know, you watch some things and I don't give a fuck, I'm always going for Tyler, I ain't gonna lie, I'm always defending Tyler Perry, but no, like the plays were gold, and like a lot of the songs from the plays were also gold. Those are a part of my childhood. I will always sing those songs. We listen to a lot of Christmas music. Christmas is always my favorite holiday. I just love Christmas music. My mom had a lot of Mariah Carey. My sister's really into Mariah Carey. My mom, she had like a couple albums, not a lot, but yeah, a lot of Mariah Carey. We you know, everybody has some Whitney Houston in their house. My mom liked to listen to a lot of Drake. She loved Rick Ross. She loved T.I. She loved T-Pain. Those are big influences for me as well because I love to rap. My mom she loved rock music as well, and she liked to listen to John Bon Jovi. She loves that shit, and I love it too. She put me on shit. A lot of Usher though, of course. A lot of Usher's running that era. A lot of Sierra. Lots of Sierra. We definitely had a lot of Aaliyah playing in the house. Who else? We had a lot of Anne-Marie. My mama bought that Anne-Marie album, and I used to watch that shit, and it had like all the behind the scenes footage on it and like the video shoot. Like, I was like, damn, they had the album promo shit, the release party, all types of footage. So like low key, like I grew up on Anne-Marie, you know, and that's not a lot of people would say that because obviously she had a big hit, but she wasn't as mainstream as like, you know, like a Beyonce and whatnot. But we had a lot of that in the house. We had a lot of Anne-Marie. We had a lot of Evie. You know, we had a lot of Missy. A lot of Timbaland. You know, what else am I like to play? Pussycat Dolls. We had a lot of Pussycat Dolls. What else she liked to play? Um, I'm just trying to think of everything off the top of my head. It's so many more people. But I'm not gonna lie to you. My mama like mostly Christian music. How would you describe the music that you typically create? The music that I create when I just want to create it and I'm not intending on sharing it is usually me trying to test something out. Like I'm usually experimenting, so it's usually very experimental. It's usually kind of weird. It's usually me incorporating certain concepts into like, certain songs. I just like to do different shit. I'm a scientist for real, and music happens to be one of my tools. The music that I release, nowadays I'm trying to be more intentional with like, okay, what's the message behind this, and who is this going to get to, and are they going to like it, and why do they like it, and shit like that. And so that's why I created Free Woman. What is your creative process like? My creative process is very sporadic. I just like to create when I'm in the mood to create. So it depends on where the fuck I'm at, If I get the mood to create at home, then usually I'm at home with my kids and they're part of my creative process. And I'm, usually, I got my beat on. If I'm writing a song, of course, I got my beat on and I'm writing my song and I'm usually pacing back and forth. And usually my kids are like running back and forth with me, or they're like, I'm literally holding them. My kids are a big part of my creative process because I'm always around them. And I have them in the studio too a lot of times. If I'm making a beat, then my creative process is me hunched over a computer, just on the keyboard, fucking around with different things. Usually I'm big on melody, so usually I come up with a melody first and I build everything around that. And that's what I do in writing, beat making as well. When I'm recording, it's the same thing. I put that main melody down and then I stack my shit. I love to stack my vocals. Yeah, that's my creative process though. It usually just starts with a melody and I build from there. Who would you most like to collaborate with? I want to collab with everybody. It's so many people. It's too many people. I want to collab with my idols. I also want to collab with a lot of people around the scene that I respect. And I also want to collab with any new artist that I meet and make good ass music. Like, I just want to collab. Like, hit me up. I do features for a reasonable price. We can get popping. I love to create music, and I love to create music with others. If you could go open a show for any artist, who would it be? Oh my God, y'all, I love this because I literally have a fucking list. I have a fucking list. The title of my list is Artists I Want to Open For. All right. Tinashe, Lil Nas X, Baby Mother, Now, Cat Dahlia, Beyonce, Janet, Drake, Frank Ocean, FKA Twigs, Kendrick Lamar, Ariana Grande, Victoria Monet. And you know what? We also fuck with Keke Palmer. Let's put Keke Palmer on there. She might be watching. Who else we fuck with? I mean, we fuck with everybody, At the end of the day, if you thinking about you coming to Tampa, or fuck Tampa. If you going around the world and you just need a real bitch on your tour, you know what I'm saying? You need somebody who really do this. It don't matter. You ain't got to be on this list. Hit me up. For the right price, I will. What is one message you would give to your fans? Just be you. The key to life is to literally just be you, no matter what. Don't think about what nobody else wants, what nobody else needs. Just be you. And depending on who the fuck you are, you're going to get exactly what the fuck you deserve. Just be yourself. What is the most useless talent you have? None of my talents are useless. It is my mission in life to make every talent I have a secret weapon. And that's what I'm doing. So I don't have those. I don't have useless talents. Do you sing in the shower? Yeah, I sing in the shower. I sing whatever I want to sing. Just depends on the day and what's going on. I also have a shower playlist, so a lot of times I'll just be singing along to whatever's on that playlist. I think the shower is a great place to warm up your voice and practice. Perfect acoustics, and plus you got the warm water. Steam and shit. Well, I don't know if steam is good for the throat, because apparently that gives you tuberculosis or some shit. I don't know where I learned that from. What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career? I would be dead. No, I wanted to work for NASA, and I wanted to like be the an astrophysicist, and I wanted to build rockets. Dead ass. That's what I wanted to do. Shit, you never know what I could do. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still something that interests me. If Elon Musk can do it, shit, maybe we finna go to the moon too. Let's go. Where have you performed? What are your favorite and least favorite venues? Do you have any upcoming shows? I've performed everywhere. I've performed in front of big crowds. I'm talking about thousands of people. And I've also performed in front of small crowds. When I was younger, that's when I was performing in front of the bigger crowds. Now that I'm older, I'm working my way back up to performing in front of those type of crowds. I don't have a least favorite venue. I fuck with everybody that fuck with me. And if you graciously come with me on your stage, I appreciate you dearly. You know, y'all definitely could work on a couple of things here and there. You know, just making shit look better and making sure everybody's comfortable. But I understand the grind. I get the struggle, you know. But also, you know, invest in your business. It's just like, you know, it's like, you know, like when the church taking all them tithes and y'all ain't, the water leaking through the roof and we paying all these tithes. That's a lot how like the music business feels. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every Friday nights, I have Friday hangouts, 5201 North Nebraska Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33604. Every Friday night, you hanging out with Semeria and friends. And I'm hosting a lot of different stuff now, so just check out my Instagram, and you'll find all the flyers there and all the information that you need to know. October 25th, starting 9 p.m. till dawn, the fuck, we are going to be having a sexy costume party. I want all the girls to come out in their best sexy nurse, sexy doctor, sexy cat, sexy fireman, whatever y'all got going on, sexy nanny, sexy maid, all the sexy outfits y'all can think of. Come through, girls. I want us to have fun. I want it to be a vibe. I want it to be cute and flirty, and I want everybody to look good. I'm going to have a very special performance of my new single, Callisto Step, and it's going to be a blast. So yeah, October 25th, 9 p.m. till dawn, till we crash out. Yeah, that's what we doing. How do you feel the internet has impacted the music business? I believe before the internet, the music business had a really tight grip on music, not just like on the distribution of music, but also on the production of music. You had to know somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody type shit. But with the internet gave music freedom, and the internet is still in the process of liberating music. You know, right now, it's a free-for-all thanks to the internet. Right now, we're in the California gold rush of music. You know, a lot of people, mostly people who've already been profiting off of music, you know, they don't like all this uncertainty and instability. The rules changed a lot because of the internet. And so the people who were benefited off the old rules, they're not as open-minded as us aspiring artists are. But like I said, the internet is helping us. You look at it as a tool to help, and not just a tool to help make more money, but a tool to help more artists be successful. What is your favorite song to perform? My favorite song to perform, hands down, is Love of My Life. I love Love of My Life with all my heart. Which famous musicians do you admire? All I don't like a lot of them as people. To walk a musician's path, it's just different. And you won't know until you walk this path. This is like some sacred priesthood type of shit, like, you know, and the things that you go through are very unique to making music. Like, people don't go through what we go through, and we still fighting for basic shit. Like, damn, we barely get it. We're not even getting paid. We barely getting paid. We fighting just to get paid, bro. Like, basic human decency and respect. What's the best advice you've been given? Damn, I wish I had like a powerful quote to insert right here, but you know, I try my best to listen to people. I try my best to seek wise guidance and wise counsel. So I've heard a lot of good advice over the years. I can't think of anything in particular, especially now at this point in my life. I'm finally not really doing everything by myself anymore. So I have a lot more advisors than I did back in the day, you know? And I cherish everything they say. And I actually want to pray right now. I want to pray for my clarity. I want to pray that I can see all. I want to pray that I hear all. I want to pray that I learn how to listen and properly digest everything that's being communicated to me. I want to pray away any misinterpretations. I want to pray away any misunderstandings. I want to pray that my words never get, well, I can't say never, that's kind of crazy, but I want to pray that my words don't get misconstrued. I want to pray that my words are never flipped back onto me. I want to pray that my words are never used against me. And I want to pray that the words that I hear, the words that I consume cannot be used against me. And the words that I hear, I pray that they cause no mayhem and no chaos in my life. In that case, I guess the best advice I've been given is to pray. The best advice I've been given is to pray. Shit. You look at it that way. If you could change anything about the industry, what would it be? For me, if I could change anything about the industry, I mean, there's so much. There's so much. There's so much. But the biggest thing is definitely just, I would change the music industry by localizing the music industry. So I just feel like local artists make the music that people want to locally listen to. So local artists should be given local platforms to do that, and those platforms should be funded. I'm saying, like, I think we serve the public, and I feel like there needs to be something in place for this. There needs to be some taxes hidden out. That's what I feel. I think the music industry should be ran a lot more like the sports industry, where, you know, different teams have, like, you know, different players, and they tour in different regions, and they tour in specific regions, and then once a year they all come together, and I think that would just make a lot of money. I don't know what needs to happen, but bottom line, artists got to start getting paid off rip. There needs to start being extensive contracts with a lot of money, you know, not just money based off of how well your music sells. Money based off of, yo, you're on this team, you're on this label, and this is what you're owed because you're on this label. You earned your spot. You put your work in. You went to the studio like everybody fucking else. You wrote your songs, and so here's your check for doing your hard work. That's how music should be written. If I could change anything about it, I would change that. What's next for you? Baby, ain't shit next for me. We literally just released this EP like 3 weeks ago, and I spent a lot of money on this motherfucker. So if you thought I was gonna shut up after a couple of weeks or even a couple of months, you're sadly mistaken. I have shit lined up all the way to mid-2025. I'm not taking my foot off some hoes' neck. Y'all gonna listen to this EP, and y'all gonna like this EP. The free woman era is far from over. We are literally just getting started. So stay tuned.